is all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before.
Oh, Paimon remembers.
Wait, do you mean... Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Hmm? Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
Hmm, who could that be? Wait, can that be? No, it cannot be Daisel. Uh, what was his name? The narrator.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? Eye patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests.
The blacksmith is working in the back. So passionate.
You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence.
It was about Dainsleif.
Ah, honorary knight. Is something the matter?
So I'm looking for a stranger with an eye patch.
He was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I found rather suspicious. So I decided to keep an eye on him for a while. Oh yeah, he was at Wagner's smithy for a while before I tried tailing him. He might have said something to Wagner.
What? You need something? I remember him. He showed up a few days ago asking to buy a bunch of forging materials.
What did Dainsleif wanted to forge?
Can't say I've heard of any of the materials he mentioned, though. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop before leaving. I've heard that he can be found drinking at the Angel's Share. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him, that's the only place to be.
The Angel's Share? Well, Master Diluc probably has his eye on that stranger too then.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's go to the Angel's Share and have a look.
What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Some old grape juice would be good.
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde stranger who wears an eye patch around here by any chance?
That I have. He comes here every night. Just to drink, though. Doesn't order anything else.
Every night?
He even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his selections and mixes, I'd say that he's quite the connoisseur.
And what's Master Diluc's opinion?
Why, I just gave it to you.
Investigating everything as always. Guess that's Diluc for you.
Asking a lot of questions. Guess that's Paimon for you.
Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
It is Dainsleif. He looks mysterious, even from the back.
He's really here? Let's go downstairs and have a look.
Paimon, the noisy detective. Oh, there he is.
Hey, go on, drink some more.
Oops. But why does our MC does not have a voice in this? Not even single dialogue? What the hell?
Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling?
Oh, those eyes. That is some scary shit. I bet your Dainsleif is not kitty as his eyes are.
Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So, guess we've broken the ice. What a weird guy.
That little one beside you.
Well, we all know the answer to this, right?
That's not true, and you know it.
MC is smoking at Paimon.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels.
Why does Dainsleif seems lonely?
My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure.
That was quick.
He was so cold just a moment before. Hyman's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment.
Is everyone a beggar in Teviat or what? Mona, I need money. Zhongli, I need money. Child, wait, I got the money. Dainsleif, I need money. Well, how much do you want?
500 mora. And 3 answered questions.
What if I don't have 500 more for you? Well, I guess we can answer your 3 questions.
The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment.
Sure. I just realized his costume color scheme and everything else matches with Fisher, which is interesting.
That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation can't be right.
Ah, thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them here and now.
If I lie, how would you know?
The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong, only about differences in attitude. I only wish to know what your choices are. You need only answer. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. Who, in your view, was the key to ending that crisis?
How the hell do you know there was a crisis? Are you watching from a telescope from above or what? Or has Dainsleif been here for a long time?
I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question.
I wanna say Unity?
Is that your answer? I see.
Is Dainsleif being a therapist right now?
Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are still unknown. Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity?
Lewis people promise take care of themselves. I guess everyone.
So that's your answer? I see.
What is it you after, Dainsleif?
Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions, and those who did not. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods?
So I guess none of them.
So, this is your answer then? I understand. As I thought, you really are similar to her.
Who? You mean Lumine? My sister?
I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. As we agreed, you may now commission me. That said, I only take commissions related to the Abyss Order. Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling, while I wish to oppose the Abyss. Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the fangs and claws by which the Order spreads chaos in this world. I have come to Mondstadt this time while on the trail of an Abyss Herald.
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being, one that commands the Abyss Mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against the Fatui and Liyue, who are human too!
Mm-hmm.
We haven't encountered the non-human Abyss Order at all!
True.
There's some reason behind that, I'm afraid.
Is Dainsleif cleaning the streets?
It's possible that they may have been under orders to redirect your path.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or something.
One of the most annoying thing so far is how much Paimon speaks.
That manner, it's just like hers. Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, the Abyss Order has re-infiltrated the Temple of the Falcon. Let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the Abyss will be answered there.
Okay.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Abyss. The Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately does naught but hover under the light of the gods.
Why are you speaking like Fischl?
Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
Mhm.
Just a few Abyss mages? Seems like that herald might have already left. The Abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations.
Dainsleif is angry, frustrated, and mysterious.
That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the Abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dane.
Dane? Come on, Paimon. You can do better than that.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf.
Okay.
Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
ABYSS US Abyssus.
Lord of Wolvendom, great Wolf King of the North. Sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
Previous companion. Who would that be? I don't know. We will see.
Well, where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dane?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell.
And what does the spell do?
Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
But those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary.
Yep.
Power that ended Hypnon!
Bye bye.
Whew, that's that. Let's go check out that bonfire.
Oh no.
Have you finished searching?
Mm-hmm.
I searched around these parts and found some signs myself,
Okay.
but they were left behind by Abyss mages, and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go.
Which one will that be?
Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at
Oh.
Storm Terror's lair.
Mm-hmm. I can do this. Mm, mm. Yes.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In
That
fact,
is also true.
if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of Old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
So Dainsleif is what, 1,000-year-old?
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is.
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. Bummer.
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
I hope not.
No, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them.
Dane is like the old guy. He's gonna be philosophical every 5 minutes.
Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
Which traveling companion?
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She
Is it MC's sister?
no longer travels.
Oh,
I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
or would you stop being so nosy, Paimon?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liyue's one-man restaurant is great too.
Stop thinking about food.
Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
What happened? That was the most expression I've seen or felt from the MC in this whole game.
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what do you mean? My sister.
Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go. Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here.
And were you here?
My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed that person around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
If Lumine is the travel companion of Dainsleif, and when Dainsleif was here last time, wouldn't that be making the difference between 500 years or something? Or more?
Work.
He remembers.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your sister?
Yes.
But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
What does that mean? I'm confused.
You're saying some real confusing stuff. Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Where are you going?
Only for now. Don't worry. We will meet again.
I'm sure of it.
After all, I did take 500 Mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
But is that it? You don't get to play Dainsleif? Oh, I was looking forward to it.